Hello and welcome to Lord of the Board. My name is Sam and today we are going to be looking at my top 5 Nomad cards in Oath. Now, Nomad is one of my favorite suits within this game. They have a lot of abilities that let you travel around the map very quickly, and also have a lot of stuff that kind of rewards players for being the only one that actually rules Nomad sites. You will find that their help will probably be temporary, as a lot of their abilities might be discarded after use, so you might have to go through the discard piles in order to follow these around. Now, my top 5 cards are in no particular order, starting with The Gathering. Now, this says that when played, any players in turn order may put their pawn on this site. Then players with pawns here may negotiate binding exchanges of favor, secrets, relics, and advisors. I think one of the reasons why I love this card so much is just the fact that it changes the game state immediately. All players might be gathering at one site at one point, and they can make all of these deals. And it's really fun because these are binding deals. Anything that you make here has to happen then and there. And oftentimes you might find, new people becoming citizens. You might find exchanging of advisors, which is really cool, not something that you can typically do. And it really just kind of creates this moment where everyone gathers together and tries to benefit more than the player that they're trading with. And it's such a fun storytelling moment. And also for other players, it might be beneficial just to move because you might be stuck where you're at. You might just want to get out of there. You might be in the hinterlands, for example, and you're just like, I'm never going to leave here. So this might be the only opportunity I will come to this gathering. Either way, it is just a lot of fun storytelling and a very cool ability that changes the game drastically. Next up, we have got Tents. I like the artwork of this card mostly. That's one of the reasons why it's here. Also, it's a very simple ability, but it can be extremely helpful. It says, spend no supply if you're traveling to a site in your region. Essentially, you can just move around your region, spending no supply at all. This can really add up and be very helpful, especially if you've built a really good couple of sites that have what you need in order to do what you want. You can get a lot of use out of Tents, I've found. And when I have this card, I have usually benefited quite a bit from it. But you will have to kind of build a strategy that operates within a region or needs to be within a region. Next up, we've got an Ancient Pact. This is going to be a binding advisor here. It says, when played, you may give the Chancellor the darkest secret to become a citizen. Take any one reliquary relic without peeking, end your act phase, and refresh supply to full. I think this is great because it usually just comes out of absolute nowhere. You're saying, I'm going to become a citizen. Here's the darkest secret. Also, you get a random relic from the reliquary, which can be really good. It's just like a huge game changer, and it usually makes the Chancellor extremely mad because obviously, more than likely, they weren't expecting to have a citizen. It's kind of one of those cards that you can kind of plan to usurp the Chancellor with and then play it and really surprise them, forcing yourself into citizenship and then hopefully taking the game. Next up, we have got the Oracle. This is a site-only card that will cost 2 favor to do its action, and its action says, draw the vision closest to the top of the world deck, play or discard it as if you searched. This is just an awesome card because I feel like once it is played, you will find a lot of players move their pawns trying to get to the Oracle's site in order to see a vision, because a lot of players are already looking for those anyways. This is just a really easy way to kind of get one. And so if players are looking to do a vision strategy, this Oracle becomes a site that is very important to a lot of players out of absolutely nowhere. And I think that it's just kind of like a cool way to envision the game kind of playing out, where this Oracle randomly appears and then, through word of mouth, they're telling other players to, go see the Oracle. You might see a vision, a possible victory, some way to usurp the Chancellor. I think it creates a lot of cool storytelling. It's a beautiful card, and I just love when it is in my games of Oath. And last but not least, we have got Family Wagon, probably one of the most adorable cards in this game, straight up. This is an advisor card, and it says that you can only have one advisor that is not a Nomad card. You can have any number of Nomad advisors. They ignore your advisor limit. So instead of only being able to have 3 advisors, you can have any number at all, any number. You can have one other that's not Nomad, but any number of Nomad advisors. So you can create such a really good advisory board when you have the family wagon. This can create some awesome strategies. I've seen people have, 5 advisors, and it's just like, it's really powerful. Like, advisors do a lot for you in this game, so to be able to expand your advisory board is such a powerful ability. Whenever I have this card, I know it's going to be a fun game where I can build such a cool strategy and I can just feel awesome. And look at how adorable the card itself is. Do not tell me that that also does not look like Kyle Farron, the artist, right there, because it does. It definitely does. This might be him and his family here, but I just think this card is absolutely wonderful, beautiful artwork, and can create some amazing strategies. But that is it for my top 5 Nomad cards in Oath. What are your favorite Nomad cards? Please comment down below. I would love to talk with you about them down there. And if you want to see more content like this, definitely subscribe as well as hit that notification bell, because we've definitely got some more content coming surrounding the board game of Oath. But thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and drop the beat.